Yeah, Major Key Podcast back in the building. Season 3, episode 5. We got DjFahD in the building.
Good,
Let's get money. Yes, indeed, man.
What's good?
Man, listen, the legendary DjFahD, I should say.
I appreciate it.
No doubt, man. This is definitely history in the making for me. And to have you a part of this episode, part of this season, man. Man, we kicked off and we took off in a whole different direction this season. But to have you on here, FAH, the legendary FAH, Atlantic City's own, man, is a pleasure, man.
I appreciate it, brother. I'm humbly honored, man.
No doubt, man. So we're going to get, this is what we do, man. We get the story. We're going to let everybody know out there. If you don't know who DjFahD, I don't know where you've been, first of all. And you've been under a rock somewhere if you don't know who DjFahD is. But we're going to get your story, man. We're going to let the people know out there, pretty much how you really got into this, what you're doing now, what your plans are for the future, and yeah, man, we're gonna get this is FAHD's show today, man. Okay. This is FAHD's episode today.
Let's get to it. No whole bars. I used to rap first, way before.
Oh, I ain't know this. You see?
Yeah, I'm like real hip hop head. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was little, I used to draw on people's pants and stuff. People used to pay me to draw on their pants, all that. So me and my brother.
So you was into graffiti.
Pants. All that, you know what I'm saying? Like when we used to get on the jitney, it used to be like DjFahD. It wasn't DjFahD, it just was FAHD. That used to be everywhere, just tagging up everything.
Word.
I used to draw on everybody's pants and do all that stuff. People used to pay me for that. And then, me and my brother used to have dance routines, you know what I'm saying? All elements of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's where I come from. But I always wanted to be a rapper first. You know what I'm saying? And I performed at Wonder Gardens, performed at the high school. You know what I'm saying? So rap was my first love before I even got into the DJ thing.
So that's what it was. Damn, that's a piece of history, of FAHD history. I never know, and I've been following you for a while. I've been coming to your shows, and directly, we haven't really worked. This is the first time we worked together. Absolutely. And to me, like I said, this is what I really do. And I like to give people, the opportunity, man. In this business, I found my niche, bro. Mm-hmm. And I found my niche and I found my platform where I give people the opportunity, whether you're 20-something years old, 40-something years old, 50-something years old, where I can sit down with you and get your story. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And to me, this is everything. This is the piece of work that I'd rather have worked with you.
But this is what it is. Just everybody be running to the same thing. There's a lot of space for everybody to grow. You know what I'm saying? And other people gotta dip into them other lanes. Sometimes everybody wanna be the rapper. Everybody wanna be in front of the camera. So many jobs behind the scenes. We need managers, we need publicists, we need so many other things that we don't have in the area.
Right. But
just you providing this platform, it's major.
Right.
No pun intended.
Yeah, thank you, Major. Once again, Major. But like I said, man, today's about you, and it just catches me, and I'm able to catch this piece of, because if we was at a show, right? Let's say I was an artist, and because you do a lot of shows for artists and things like that, upcoming artists or major artists, right? So if we were there, we wouldn't have the opportunity to sit down, and I get that piece of history of FAHD of you starting as an artist.
So I was just, like I said, I just always was a hip hop kid. You know what I'm saying? When I got that Paid in Full album, you know what I'm saying, it changed my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was like Fat Boys and it was like cool, but once Kane and Rakim came on the scene, I got them 2 albums, it changed my life. Like, yo, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like I idolized hip hop, I fell in love, it changed my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just thought I was gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? Like dressing like them, getting a haircut like them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to be. And I always just played with rap a little bit. Like, I always looked at DJs and idolized that. So when I was young, this is 8 years old, my mom used to go to work. I used to have house parties in my crib. You know what I'm saying? Like just entertain. I always like to entertain people and always have that good energy around me. You know what I'm saying? So my mom used to leave, go to work, 8 years old. I'm sneaking people in the crib and playing all them joints and, everybody in the crib having a good time.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been a hustler for forever.
Forever when it comes to this industry, man. That's what's up. And then so the graffiti goes hand in hand with the hip hop. You right after learning how to rap or getting into the being an artist, you got into the graffiti world.
Yeah. So more like that was just all hand to hand. You know what I'm saying? Like everything just blended together at that time. So everybody, most of the time, anybody that was rapping, they was doing graffiti or they was breakdancing or they just had a routine. Everybody had a routine. So when you go to the party, you want to break your routine out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was back then in the early 80s. I'm talking about I'm 8, 9 years old at the time. You know what I'm saying? So so then you know, like I said, I started rapping and whatever. And then it just came a time like I was too like I wanted all my stuff always to be perfect. So it took me too long to write a rhyme.
Okay. Damn. What, like a week? Like a week?
I would just write, it just would take me too long to write a rhyme because I just wanted my stuff to be like the best rhyme. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And then I started dealing with we started dealing with went into the NCS world. You know what I'm saying? That's when Black Scarfo and K Vance came around, and I was like, these niggas is writing crazy raps too fast. I'm man, I ain't doing this rap. So I said, let me mess with the DJ stuff because I always was. When I was in high school, I used to always make the bus for the tapes. I mean, I used to make the tapes for the bus. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as I get on the bus, FAH was still where the tape at. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I really started getting into making.
What you mean for the bus? For the people that don't know out there, go ahead, break that down. Break that down.
The first year at the new high. This is 95. First year at the high. So we started getting bused in. So I was taking the bus from back Maryland to the old high. But so we used to get on the bus. So when I got on the bus, I used to bring the tape on the bus every day. So I had the whole bus rocking every day with my tapes.
Word. With your speaker or with a Sony?
I used to give,
on the bus.
I used to give the bus driver the tape every day. You know what I'm saying?
And he used to bang it.
FAH, where the tape at? You know what I'm saying?
He was waiting on it.
Yeah, so I was making the tape.
And you had a new one every day?
Not every day, but I was the music provider for the bus. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Early in it. What age was that?
I'm 17.
Wow.
17, maybe 16, 17.
And that's a good way to get your name out there. Like, yo, if I got them tapes, like, did they go from bus to bus? Or was it just that bus?
It was just the back.
I was about to say, you had it clucking like that. You had it clucking on every bus.
It was just the bus. It wasn't that, because it wasn't like, I wasn't trying to do nothing. Because, you know, back then, we was rolling around the city with our radios. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on my GT, and I got my radio and my U-Lock. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, man, you took it back, bro.
Yeah. That was a protection back then.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So, after that, getting into it, the graffiti and, you know, being because now you dipping right into the DJing. That to me is like you hosting, you know, a mixtape or hosting a.
Well, I wasn't really hosting. I just was providing music, so I would just make a compilation of songs that I liked. Right. And I just see how the people react to that. Okay. So what actually happened was, like I said, I switched. Like my peoples had the independent label, which was NCS. So
never caught slipping, right?
Yeah. Okay. So we had the independent label, and what we did from there, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna be the DJ. So my man Dio I'm gonna make a CD. So my man Dio, I'm like, how you make money on it? He's like, I'm gonna take you to Rainbow Records. I'm gonna show you how we get consignment, because they already put a little CD out. So we went to the store, and he was like, make the CD. I made the little CD, made the little artwork, whatever. Took it to Rainbow. He was like, all right, we'll keep $5 and they'll give me $5 when we sell the joints. So I put the joint in the store. Came back 2 days later. They gave me $100. Yeah. I'm like, oh, this how this works.
So you was flipping it quick.
It was my first time making money off of music. It was too easy. You know what I'm saying? And it was the bug from there. Yeah. So I just started. So now I'm like, all right, I gotta find my way. How do I get music? You know what I'm saying? So then I'm asking other DJs and all. Everybody hating. No anybody trying to give me the game at all. You know what I'm saying? So I just started finding my way.
Especially those times, man. You didn't have YouTube University.
Nah, you ain't had none of that.
You had to figure it out.
You had to figure it out.
And that part of the hustle or the grind, it makes you appreciate it to where you at right now. You know, it makes you pretty much appreciate yourself and be proud of what you've done and achieved and everything over the years. Because when you self-taught, bro, can't nobody tell you anything. Let me tell you something right here. When you self-taught and you pretty much teach yourself how to do it, no matter if you're a DJ, producer, engineer, whatever, videographer, can't nobody come to the table and say, yo, this and that. You have your own style, you got your own way of, you know, pretty much branding yourself. And it comes with, you know, a lot, man. So at that point now you what, 18, 19? You really jumping into the DJ world?
So really I'm like, so I skip a little bit, so I'm about 19, 20 now. So I'm making my first mixtapes. And like I said, I was getting into a lot of trouble back then. So like AC is very territorial. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So and small, but still was bro.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know I had mad enemies and all types of stuff. So I was trying to get out of the ring. So how I marketed myself, I just was putting 5D Presents. I wasn't even a real DJ then, so I didn't even put DJ in the front. I just put 5D Presents on the mixtape, and I never wanted my face on stuff because I didn't want people to know who I was.
It was the brand, the name.
The object was just let motherfuckers know my name first before they know my face. You know what I'm saying? So I started selling them tapes and shit was going out. Motherfuckers didn't even know who I was. They was already fell in love with the CD. You know what I'm saying? So so like people was going and you open up the book and you just see a hot mixtape. You see what you want on there. You're like, all right, I'm gonna buy it. It's non-biased.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know who 5D. They think he's another New York DJ. They don't see.
Yeah. You know and there was a lot of New York DJ mixtapes and stuff in there. You was right in the mix with them. I remember that era, bro. I remember that time. You know what I'm saying? I'm a couple years, before you. I mean, after you, I would say, but you were the pioneer to me, or the one that we looked up to and grabbed those mixtapes and banged them in the Sonys and the Penta. Come on, bro.
Absolutely.
Come on. That's what I'm saying. This to me is an honor to have 5D on here because I grew up listening to your mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? With everybody else's Green Lanterns and everybody that was coming up around that time. So, now, at that time, as you saying, you're really getting into the mixtape world. You bringing them into, the stores, and you networking into states now, right? You going to the tri-state areas. You hit New York. You hit Philly.
So now I'm learning a little bit more of the business. I'm like, damn. So I'm like, all right, I'm doing good in the AC. I'm like, let me start. So now I'm starting to go to New York. I'm going to Canal Street, and I'm trying to get into the labels, trying to find out how the music industry is working. So why are you going there looking for music? This is like when you just go to New York and you go into the back alleyways and the Africans got mad CDs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking. I'm going through everybody mixtapes, trying to see what DJs is not talking on here, so I can steal a song, go for here. I'm trying to find the music anywhere I can get it. You know what I'm saying? So that was that time back then. It was
And those times, man, you had to be on foot. It was foot patrol. It was no digital.
You was spending a lot of bread, you know what I'm saying, to get that music. But I was hungry. So after I started finding music, I was like, all right, it's time to expand. So I was just start looking at books, like who else was selling mixtapes. So I found a store in Camden, sent them a couple joints on consignment. So it was all consignment back then. You would send a joint out, and then they would send you the money back. So I just start picking up joints. I would start sending them joints to I would take them to the mall. I would get them joints to Tito and on the ad.
At the hip hop shop.
The hip hop shop. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just creating my own little network. Anywhere that I think would sell my stores. Oh, shout out to my homie right here in Pleasantville, Jamaican store. He had the joint right there. Shout out to Fred. You know what I'm saying? All I'm doing Main Street. You know what I'm saying? I had anywhere I could put 5 or 6 CDs or 10 CDs in, I was dropping them joints. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it started.
Yeah, man. And that, like I said, that grind, bro, footwork, going and taking care of the town. Because 5D took care of the town, bro. There's nobody that can never say 5D never put on and helped artists and pretty much put on for the town. You were putting that work in here, and you networked here, and then you moved out.
Anybody that was hot back then, they was on a 5D mixtape. You know what I'm saying? So what you had back then? It was Nitty. It was Riz, it was a million artists that was back there. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody that was popping, you know what I'm saying, 800 blocks off any NCS pop. You know what I'm saying? Coda or anybody. This is before Coda. You know what I'm saying? We talking about early 99, 2000.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So like anybody that was spitting back then, I was putting them on a mixtape.
Word, man. You know and that's much love, man. That's what we need in this era. And you kept going. You pretty much didn't leave any of us in the city from the town behind. You keep putting on, you keep doing, and now let's move on. Fast forward, let's go into that part. We just mentioned the time with Coda and you going on tour and doing your thing, with Yo Gotti and all that. How was that experience, Man,
it was definitely a opening mindset. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing how everybody rocked in every state. You know what I'm saying? Coda, I love Coda to death. You know what I'm saying? Coda's my brother forever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Behind that joint. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to get on the road, leave my family for 3 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, good. I was in a financial position because it was just like it was an unpaid tour. You know what I'm saying? But we went out and rocked. You know what I'm saying? Because he was grinding. We was grinding his record out. You know what I'm saying? So we did. So you know what I'm saying? Me and Coda, hitting that joint. I'm driving, he's sleeping, everybody's sleeping.
On the road, man.
Like, we doing the road. You know what I'm saying? The grind. You know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful experience. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was one of the blessings. You know what I'm saying?
Official, and that come with the game, man. And to have that under your belt, that's something official, you know. And then you kept doing
open up a lot of doors. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Open up a lot of doors.
Where did you go? Where did you find as far as where you went? You traveled pretty much every state?
We did 48 states in three and a half months.
Damn, pretty much all of them.
Everything. Every major.
Where you gonna go? Hawaii and Alaska, maybe?
Everywhere, but you know what I'm saying? Everywhere we couldn't. We drove to every state, but pretty much every state that had a football team. Every venue was almost right next to every football stadium.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Official, man.
Yeah.
And what was the best, out of all states that you went to, or all the venues you went to, what would you say the one that stood out for you? That you were like, damn, man, I remember that day.
It was a couple crazy, because it was like, you know, we doing the hood joints too, so it was at least like 10 bodies on the joint. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, so we seen people get killed in Jacksonville. People got killed in, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was real. You know what I'm saying? But then we had like the most fun, I say, like San Francisco was off the hook. Like,
San Fran.
The love was just there. Dropping records. Like, the whole time we was on the tour, we got so much. You know, we was killing. We was the opening acts. You know what I'm saying? So we was killing the show so much. Like, YG and them told us, like, yo, y'all gotta calm down. Like, y'all niggas is too. Like, we was going bananas. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was going ham on the show. We was rapping. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody know our record. Ain't nobody know us.
You from out of town?
Yeah, we out of town. So we turning up.
You definitely gotta represent too.
Yeah. So it was love. It was love. And it's crazy how you see, like, we did the whole. We went from like Florida all the way down to Texas to California and worked our way back around. That whole time you doing the South and all that. What I realized the most is everybody else was fucking with us. As soon as we got to Virginia,
it was quiet.
Niggas be like this. You get the Philly, niggas is just written on you. You know what I'm saying?
They knew you wasn't from around.
Just like niggas, it's like damn, the East Coast don't get that same love. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really gotta be spitting something crazy, but everybody else was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy.
That's what's up, man. Like I said, to have that experience under your belt, man, it's something official, man. So Major Key Podcast on all platforms, iHeart Radio, TuneIn Radio, Pandora, Stitcher, Deezer, the list goes on and on. Make sure you subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, shouts to you if you're watching now, or if you're watching later on. This is DjFahD, Atlantic City's own legendary DJ in the building with us on Major Key Podcast Season 3, Episode 5. Shouts to everybody on YouTube. But like I was getting ready to say, subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure you subscribe to YouTube, man, and watch all the other episodes that we have on there, man. You know, official now. Let's keep going on, man. As far as your career, everything else you've been doing for the town, for this area. Fast forward a little bit. How'd you get into the showcases and dipping into doing working with artists and pretty much putting artists on, man? Because you broke a lot of artists, I would say, in this area. You know, come to you with that first joint.
Yeah, but like I said, we started doing like we started dealing with so many artists, like as far as like the mixtapes and stuff. So people just kept bringing me like people like, yo, my niece is hot. Certain people was hot. You know what I'm saying? And then my girlfriend at the time, she had bought me my artist Shamira. You know what I'm saying? Shamira Teller. So I started rocking with Shamira. Like, all right, let me get you a couple beats, and I'm gonna take you to the studio. So we went to the studio. We went over there to right in Main Street, gave her a little joint, and she went in the studio. And yo, she just bodied it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I started working with her. 6 months later, we got the deal. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we got the deal. She was off and rolling. Then the stock market. That's when, this is 2008, when the whole stock market crashed.
It went down, bro.
It went down. You know what I'm saying? So it went down crazy. So she was still 16 at the time. Yeah. So her mom involved in the business and all that shit. Went downhill. But like that was like the main artist that I was working with that I was able to get out of here. Now, you know, she started doing background for Shaggy. So she's been all over the whole world. And she got LPs out now. She got records spinning on the Black Network. She's doing like background joints, and she did a lot of joints. You know
man. And to be a part of that, also, you know, it gives you that that accolade under your belt to say that somebody was able to grow and go worldwide, bro.
Absolutely.
You know, and you were the one to put them on and to bring them out, you know. And then, as far as the other artists, what's your favorite genre of music, you know, as far as, just doing showcases?
I'm a hip hop head.
You're a hip hop head?
Like showcases ain't really my thing. Like at this point, I'm just I turned into a party DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like showcases ain't my thing no more. Like artists are like, I really don't even listen to music no more. Like I know it's like crazy to say.
Nah, I get it. I understand.
I just pretty much listen to podcasts because this is what I do every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing 6-7 parties a week. Like I don't want to listen to music when I'm at the crib. You know what I'm saying?
That's your job.
Time and when I'm driving. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of driving. Yeah. So I'm listening to podcasts in the car, just soaking up game. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what I'm doing. So I'll get a new joint every once in a while, but like, so ain't my thing. As
far as the DJing now, you got a lot of work right now, bro. And you was telling off air when we was talking before we started the show how this has been your most collectively the busiest time as a DJ. You know, with all the shows and everything you're doing. Mm-hmm. You know, break it down to the people. First of all, let's do a little networking and shout out some of the stuff you got going on and some of the stuff you got coming up. Yeah, let's start there.
So this week right now we got the Black Excellence Festival over at Showboat. That's the whole building is all Black excellence. There's about 20 events happening from Friday and Saturday. You got comedy shows with talent. You got Malik Yoba doing a joint for up and coming filmmakers. Okay. You got we got a HBCU day party. So all the Black colleges and all the campuses and stuff is going to be there. We got the old school show with CL Smooth, Horace Brown. You know what I'm saying? The dude that do Follow Me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then we got the after party afterwards. So that's
a big event, man.
Yeah, that's just this week. And then 4th of July weekend, we're doing the DjFahD reunion part 2.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that joint was crazy. That's like the best party of the year so far. You know what I'm saying? So we had
that was the one you just had, right?
That was my birthday.
Party, yeah. I didn't get to go to that one, man. It was in the time I could go, but I'm coming to this one.
Yeah.
I'm coming to this other one, man. It's gonna be official. I know because FAH, your name rings bells when it comes to the parties and the bashes and everything you got going on, man. And that's what was the 10th or the 11th annual?
That was the 11th annual.
The 11th, okay, Annual, so you've been doing it for like a lot of years, man. And that you bounce around too, man. You go to different spots, you go to different places. You don't pretty much have it in the same place, right?
Nah, I've been somewhere pretty much different every year. You might have did the 40 twice, might have did the Foundation Room twice. It depends on whatever venue was popping at that time. You know what I'm saying? They come and they go.
And you do it right around where the weather's good.
I do it April. I'm an Aries, so we go right there in that April, that beginning of April, right around my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Official,
man. So make sure you look forward to FAH and everything he's got going on with the parties. You know, you got the boat party you just had, right?
Yeah, we just did a boat party. Man, we just doing so much stuff. Man.
It was the 11th. We were talking about that too.
Oh yeah.
How was that, man?
It was good.
Yeah.
Man, listen.
A lot of people showed up.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. We rocking every day, man. Almost every day of the week.
What would you say, as far as being a DJ, and when you came up, what would you say would be the highlight moment as a DJ where you could say this is like I want to continue on doing this, you know, where you felt, because I know me when it comes to in this business, you know, early on, I'm like, man, I want to do this forever, and this is what you do full time. I can see the grind, bro. You know, if you, like I said earlier, if you don't know what DjFahD, I don't know where you've been, but what was that moment, the time frame, the age where you was like, man, I'm gonna continue on doing this full time. I love what I'm doing. The money's coming in, and this is it for me.
Oh, I had my moment early. Like I said, I started doing mixtapes before I was even DJing and doing actual parties. You know what I'm saying? So my moment, I was at work. You know what I'm saying? I was a bar porter first at Bally's, just stocking the bars and stuff. And like I said, I'm around 20 years old. I'm a bar porter, and you know, back then everybody going to pick up magazines. You know what I'm saying? Picking up my Don Diva, my Feds, my Source. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I'm reading everything that come out. I open up the Source magazine, and my Best of Freeways in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was my life-changing moment. I'm like, oh, this is, you know what I'm saying? Joint brought a tear to my eye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it took,
that was your time of seeing the calling. Like
that was like
the gift.
I was like, I'm back here stocking the bar, but I'm in a Source magazine.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm so hood at the time. I don't really know anything better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from Atlantic City, so I know the mentality of where people be at because I was there. You know what I'm saying? It took me a long time. It took me to start traveling to open up my mindset to get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So it took me...
And to see different stuff. You see different people, see different places, and it switches your mindset.
It switches your mindset. So I try to travel as much as I can. I make sure I take my kids on travel so they can just see how different people used to go. So I used to just hop on a plane. Like, they used to have stuff in Florida, like little conventions and stuff. I would hop on a plane, just go. It might not even be for 24 hours. I might shoot to Tampa and go down there, go to a convention, sleep on somebody's couch and come back the same night. You know what I'm saying? Just to get that thing, but it opened me up to different grinds.
Right.
Even like that, like one time I used to just try to cut my costs just for my mixtapes, right? So I was like, I seen a dude, he had like a cover on one side, and then the other side, it was another cover. Yeah. So I'm like, damn, I can cut my costs down on production. Let me make 2 CDs at a time. Yeah. So now I'm paying cheaper. So now I'm paying 30 cents to make a mixtape, but I'm selling them 3 for 10. Wow. So I'm making you know how much money that is? I was making more money than
that's a lot of games.
You know what I'm saying? Fast, 30 cents a CD. I'm making, it's telling me 90 cents, I'm making $10 a pop. Yeah, man. That's a 90% markup.
Come up right there. Absolutely. Speaking of which, man, and you know, having that insight when it comes to artists, I remember one of the shows that I see you at. It was at the Showboat. You and Garden State Push had, and I believe it was you that was talking about the fact that a lot of artists don't know about having a BMI and an ASCAP and the benefits of having it even in 20 years, 30 years. You know, because you let the public know, or the people, you know, especially artists coming up.
People know I DJ, but also, they don't know. A lot of times I be behind the scenes of putting the shows together. Right. That was one of the shows I put together. So my concept for that, I was just trying to bring everybody together because, you know, AC be so divided, or the whole area be divided. Right. So I reached out to everybody I know. I said, let me get all the artists, let me get all the producers, let me get all the managers, let me get all the people that got something together that don't know each other. Let me get them in a room. Together, and then they could just politic, and hopefully something just grow from it. You know what I'm saying? So I just brought a couple of people that had some insight in the industry, some people that have been doing it for a long time. Yeah, man. Bring them on and just like spit this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to bridge the gap. So that's what that whole event was about. You know, giving the knowledge, make sure y'all got that BMI. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you you're making the money off the business. You know what I'm saying? The business changes every day. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on top of it. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Even monetizing what you got going on right now. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you get your bread off of it. Because people getting paid off this internet stuff.
Yeah, you got to make sure your ducks are in a row.
Absolutely.
And as we were saying with the BMI, as an artist, your ducks will be in a row because that song is registered.
BMI, ASCAP, whatever you use. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know, and you're gonna get paid later on if you don't. Absolutely. You know, if you don't work with on that.
You gotta have your paperwork right. Yeah. Like for me, what made me switch from being a rapper to DJ, I was able to get money instantly. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is where I'm at. I'm a hustler at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I come from a long line of hustlers, so it was about the bread for me, but I already loved it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I gotta get to it.
Right. Speaking of which, man, we got a segment on Major Key Podcast, man. This season 3, episode 5, DjFahD's in the building, Major Key Podcast. We got a segment what we call the key to success, man. As I hand you the key, I want to see what it is for you. Where's the key to success? Where you find that at, and what it is. So let's get it.
My key to success is just straight consistency. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for 23 years strong at the highest level. You know what I'm saying? Like, no days off. You know what I'm saying? 23 years straight. I'm breaking records out here. Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no other DJ could say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, from the day I came in the gate, I've been rolling. You know what I'm saying? My first big party, 700 people, and Brandy came in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so like, it's been moving from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I was here to do this. You know what I'm saying? Put on for my city. That's what I'm here for.
Absolutely, man. Salute to that. Key to success, consistency. Consistency, huh? Let's get it, man. DjFahD's in the building, man. What you got? Like I said, you got the shows coming up. Besides being a DJ, do you see yourself doing anything else? You know, I was going to ask you what you got coming up, but you know, you got the shows and all that coming up. But in life in general, what do you see yourself in the industry doing? Is it DJing for the rest of your life? Do you see yourself doing something else where you feel like, you know, I could fall back and do that as I go into retirement mode or something?
So yeah, like I said, I've been doing this for 23 years, and I done started all types of companies. Like I said, I went from NCS when we was focusing more on street music, and then I switched over to Major Impact, where I started getting more onto the business side, and then I started creating events and promoting parties and doing shows, bringing Lil Wayne down, all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I got into the business side because I already seen what was going on, and I seen the other money. You know what I'm saying? I seen what that door money make. I seen what the promotional game run. So I learned all aspects of the game. So then, like I said, I created Major Impact, and my goal when I created Major Impact was to teach other DJs like the game, because it's always funny, like people was trying to undercut people all the time. Like I'm trying to tell y'all, like you don't got to charge $200 a party. You cutting the whole game. You can at least get it at this budget. We can control the market. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was trying to bring every DJ on board, show them the game. This is this, and do like that. So that's what Major Impact was really about. Now, moving forward, I have a new company. It's called Dreams LLC.
Okay.
And I've started that with my family. So my sons, my daughter, my wife is running this company. So that's what
family business.
Yeah, straight family business. So everything we doing is edutainment. You know what I'm saying? So everything we doing is educating through entertainment.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be doing classes, workshops, all types of stuff. So that's what we on now.
And entertainment as far as anything that has to do with the industry, dancing, rapping, singing.
Everything doing the arts, you know what I'm saying? People that wanna you know what I'm saying, and everything we do is gonna be free.
Okay. Free.
Yeah.
So it's non-profit.
It's non-profit.
Official. Salute to that. Shout it out again, Dreams LLC. What'd you say, Dama O?
Yes.
Sign me up.
Sign you up? Dama O says, sign me up. Yes. Shout it out again, once again, DjFahD.
Dreams LLC.
Dreams LLC coming out.
Yeah,
all right, man. Your social media, DjFahD, where they can find you at?
You can find me at DjFahD, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's all the same.
Official.
DjFahD. We out here. You know what I'm saying?
We out here, man. Official, legendary, like I said, legendary DJ for Atlantic City, man. Coming from, you said you started NCS to Major Impact, now to Dreams LLC. A man that has a lot of accolades, a man that's been making a lot of moves out here in Atlantic City, and not only Atlantic City, you branched off, tri-state area, made moves like you were saying earlier, from Cali all the way to here. You was on tour, man, and it's something that I say it has to be shown, it has to be heard. The people need to hear your story, you know, and we got to do this again, man.
Absolutely.
We got to do this again.
Definitely do part two. We only touched the surface.
Actually, we got a lot more to talk about, you know, a lot more to touch and to dip into, but it's a good way to start, good way to, pretty much dip into business, man. It's been a pleasure. DjFahD.
Let me salute you, brother, for bringing this platform to the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, people need this platform. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
So salute you, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Let's get it, man. It's to the top. Ain't no coming down. Shouts to Dama O in the background, executive manager for PMG LLC. Shouts to my homie Mats. I love you. I miss you, bro. Shouts to Hookah the Movement. We're going to keep it moving. This is Major Key Podcast, Season 3, Episode 5. You can catch us on Pandora. He said, cheers. Pandora, YouTube, iHeart Radio. We on every platform. Make sure you subscribe. You watch it on Facebook. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. And let's keep it moving with the content. I appreciate everybody out there. Top Class Radio. Shouts to everybody that tuned in on Top Class Radio.
I had to make a couple moves, then my niggas took flight. It's the pilot, yeah. I'm fly like a kite. I am. Shouts to my nigga 40 up in YO. I linked up with the homie, it's a green light, we on go.